Good morning, Minnesota DFLers, and welcome to the DFL Daily. Richard Carbaum here, chair of the Minnesota Democratic Farmer Labor Party. We are here every day at 10:45, Monday through Friday, giving you the message, the action, and the tools to take one more concrete step toward winning big in the 2026 midterm election this November. All right, let's get into it. As you know, each and every Monday, we provide you with our messaging memo. We're going to drop a link to it in the chat here for you. The core message is simple this week. You deserve a government that gets things done. This is what we want folks to remember, and this is the message that we're hoping you can share with your own networks in your community this week. This week, put these ideas front and center in your communications. First, you deserve a government that works like Minnesotans do. You meet deadlines, balance budgets, and fix what's broken. Government should do the same. You deserve a government that fixes what isn't working. It should tackle the real challenges families are facing, bringing down costs, strengthening schools, and keeping communities safe. You deserve services that work and leaders who deliver. Government should deliver reliable services and make it easier for you to support yourself and your family. You deserve a transparent government you can trust. It should mean responsive leadership, accountability, and systems that actually work for people. When Republicans lead, they put politics, billionaires, and Trump ahead of working families. That means more chaos, higher costs, and government that works less for you. When Democrats lead, we listen and get things done for working families. From universal school meals and paid family and medical leave to the largest child tax credit in the entire country exists here in Minnesota because Minnesota DFLers are delivering results and working to make life more affordable. You deserve leaders who safeguard your rights, respect your time, and expand your opportunities. Minnesota DFLers are focused on making government work for you. And folks, facts do still matter. Can you believe that only 34% of Americans believe Trump keeps his promises and 34% believe he is honest? I can't believe it's that high. Despite controlling Congress, House Republicans passed fewer bills in 2025 than almost any Congress in the last 25 years, second only to the GOP-led House in 2023. In 2025, 83% of Americans said they don't trust the federal government to do the right thing, just about always or most of the time, a 70-year low. Majorities of Americans want government that is more efficient, publicly transparent, implementing public-facing trackers of government work. When I hear those facts, to me, they tell a very powerful story. What do you hear in those facts? Put some of your thoughts into the chat and share it with us. Now we have a section in our message memo that is do, say, and don't say. So I'm going to give you a couple of them that are in there this week. We do want you to say government should make it easier to make ends meet. We don't want to say we need to expand the social safety net. We want you to say people want stable government that solves problems. We don't want you to say the system just isn't working. We do want you to say Trump and Republicans have broken promises and are harming working families. But what we don't want to do is center Trump as an individual. Instead, let's center the harm being done to Minnesotans. And then there are some great quotes. A first-time DFL caucus goer said, quote, seeing Trump and his henchmen spend so much money needlessly starting a war, which also costs lots of money, multiple budget cuts, resulting in suffering and poverty of the very taxpayers that provided all that money in the first place. And then The Guardian said the Trump administration is deleting government data from infant deaths to hunger. There are 5 ways that Donald Trump's administration is hurting Americans. And then a first-time caucus goer this year said the breakdown of democracy, there's no truth coming out of the Trump administration. These are the real concerns. We'll drop some of these in the chat as well. All right, now for the action. Drop in the chat a time when government has really felt like it worked for you. Put in the chat a moment where you felt like the government actually worked for you. For me, oh boy, I remember those in the early days of COVID. Remember when the governor almost every single day would do a 2:30 press conference to update us? That really felt very impactful. And I remember watching those each and every day, being super thankful that Governor Walz was in charge because, of course, we had Donald Trump in his first term creating chaos out of Washington during such an uncertain time. All right, folks, that's it. That's this week's message memo. Please get it out there and share it with your networks, within your organizing units, and within your community. Thanks, everybody. Have a great Monday. We'll see you tomorrow. We have 176 days until the November 3rd midterm election. Let's go win this thing.